For a second there, we were in a different game. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ArcheAge live stream. I know that may have been confusing. Thanks, Cole.
We're definitely ArcheAge. Last time I checked.
I'm the Blue Muzzy community manager, and as you can see with us here we go, right here. This is Celestrata, our associate producer on ArcheAge. Welcome to the live stream. We will not be jumping in game today because we are experiencing DDoS, as many of you guys know. So let's talk about that real quick. It's a new round of DDoS. It's happening in a very different way than it was last time. So some of the things that you guys have used in the past, like WT Fast and Ping Zapper, they may not work in the same way, although I have seen a lot of people saying that Ping Zapper does work for them. So maybe you want to go that route. It might be a thing that you guys want to try. We are doing everything in our power. Our engineers are. I shouldn't say we, because I'm not, and Celestrata's not. You don't want us to try to fix that issue.
No.
But our engineers who know what they're doing, they are doing
It's more than just the engineers, too. Like, the engineering team and the operations team are working with the other ISPs that serve us. So, you know, people like Comcast, Internet, all those people who give us access to get into our games, they're helping us as well. So.
Yeah, and some people say it doesn't work 100%. Some people say, why don't you pay for it? Yeah, we understand. We know what you guys are going through. We can see it. I mean, I haven't been able to stay on as well, and I've been trying to log in every day and check out the stability, and it's not good. It's definitely not good, but we are working very hard to mitigate that stuff. We're also working with our ISPs. Some of the problems is that the way that these guys are attacking this time is very different, and it's on a very different level as well. That would require a lot of infrastructure change on not our part, but actually our ISP's part. So that obviously stuff like that is not going to be able to happen overnight. They are working on stuff. They are trying new stuff whenever they can. So thank you guys for your patience, and I know you guys give us crap for saying this, but we do understand your frustration. It's equally as frustrating for us in a different way. I mean, we're trying to provide a service here, and we're not able to do that, and we can see the frustration from the players. We definitely get that. I'm trying to stay in that forum, and I'm reading basically everything that comes up, trying to make sure that we can, as much as possible, respond to you. But if there's no new news, there's not much news to report. I will probably do a message every single day, just letting you guys know that we are working on it still. It abates sometimes, and then it comes back, and generally it's been coming back, you know, on my way to work, unfortunately. So that's when a lot of the posts that come up. Okay. So
By the way, I just want to interject on you, Joe, a little bit. I think some people have probably noticed the camera seems a little weird, and it seems a little green behind me, and it seems a little unstable. That's because this is a phone. This is my phone, and that's because we have a very, very nice live stream room now here in Austin, which is a little bit upgraded from what we had. It's just no one has taught me how to use all of it yet.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work
So
yet.
we have one of our web guys here who knows the rig. He's sitting behind me. So if you hear talking, he's turning everything on.
Oh, good. Excellent. So we may make a switch.
But it's all nice and new and pretty. I can't wait to use it.
You want to show everybody?
Yeah, let's show everyone. This is a big upgrade for the Austin live stream room, which from what people used to know, this is where we're actually going to be sitting. This is fun because now you guys have to see what we see, but basically everyone can see the chat, and we can see the gaming up in here as well. And then over here is going to be where the producer sits, and that is Matt trying to turn everything on.
Thanks, Matt. We appreciate it.
Back here's the other producer. Hi, Matt. Oh God, you're on stream. Oh my God. Everyone sees you for the Defiance stream, so there you guys go.
He's on the Defiance team.
So everyone's got to turn everything on here. I even know we flipped over to this. I thought we were still had the machine in the old room, and apparently we do not.
Yeah, you came back and everything was upgraded.
Surprise.
Updated, I should say. Okay, so some of the things that we want to talk about today. I'm actually going to go ahead and put some links into chat. Yes, we do know about the Ecofuel issue. Actually, there are a lot of issues that we are aware of because the community has done a fantastic job of talking to us and letting us know the issues that they're coming up on. Things that were not caught on even the limited time that you guys did have on PTS. A lot of those things that you did tell us, we were able to send over to Excel, and many of those things did get actually addressed. However, not everything can be caught because generally you need more time, which we did try to give you guys. We're going to try to give you guys more time in the future for sure. So with the any bugs that you guys do find, please go to the forums. It's been a huge help. I've been listing bugs to the team, and they've been trolling the forums with me as well, making sure that they get as much information from you guys as possible. So we do really appreciate that. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we do.
We know the Lunarite thing. We know the cargo crate thing. Basically the feeling, the community sentiment on those things.
Let's actually talk about the Lunarite thing.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great
if we can. So the Lunarite thing we talked about with XL as of last night, they did confirm with us that it is lower than other regions, and they are looking at it right now. So that's something we immediately reached out on. We definitely are of the opinion we want to get it fixed and at least equal to the other regions, if not maybe a bit better. But that's a discussion we have to have and figure that out. But yeah, it is definitely lower than the other regions, and they are looking at it. It might be a bug cause again. So
thank you, Quilladon. Not trolling the forums, trolling the forums. I'm sorry if I was not clear when I said that. We're not trolling the forums. We're trawling the forums, which means to
troll.
Yeah, troll. It's very different. Sorry about that. Thank you, Quilladon.
And obviously, there's other things too. There's the Corgi issue where people's Corgis have magically disappeared. We're looking to get that corrected as well, so everyone's Corgis can return. We blame animal rights groups,
Oh God, that's terrible.
The Aranor animal groups.
Yeah.
They're vicious, man. Just vicious.
So here's a known. This is the known bugs on PTS right here, and then so I just put that into chat for you guys. And then there's actually the patch notes, which we're going to go over today as well. And underneath that is the known issues that Tinnen is doing a great job of keeping updated. Before we jump into the patch notes, I just want to show you guys. Tynan, sorry.
You never say his name, right? He's keeping that up to date.
Brian,
he's adding new things to it as we find them, and we are also adding updates on if everything's going to be when it's going to be fixed.
Yeah.
He's adding that in too. So, and I'm helping him with that as well. So between the two of us, we're trying to keep that known issues thread as active as possible, so people know what's going on and what we're doing about it.
The underscored gear score. Yeah, all the T1 gems having a lower tier score or gear score than they previously did. We do know about that. And I think that is the intent for XL, especially because T3 will be coming out at some point. I think it's just the change that they decided to make, but we will definitely look into it. These are the patch notes that we're going to go over. We're going to skim through a lot of these. A lot of these are bug fixes. I gave you guys the link. You guys can check all those out and kind of go along with us. But I do want to talk about something else real quick. It is the holidays, and I want to highlight some community members who are doing some awesome stuff. They're doing contests. So there's one on conviction. I'm just going to go ahead and paste that right here. And then there's also one that Yiffer is running, the Winter Yachtaland Yuletide Party / giveaway. If you guys are interested in those, you guys should definitely check those out. We appreciate any support that you guys can show the community for that stuff. They're doing a great job. I'm actually working with them to make sure that we can provide, like, everyone who participates will get loyalty. I don't think I told Sarah this yet, but we're working with the community to make sure that they get some support from us as well. That way we can encourage you guys to interact with the community a bit more. Let's see. I posted the
Secrets behind my back, Mussy. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm giving loyalty out. That's what I do.
That's fine. Obviously.
The forums, the official patch notes. I'm going to paste that one more time, and we're going to go over that. But I want to see if there's anything else that, let's see, community in-game events. Some of the holiday stuff is on sale. We're going to have a bigger update next week. You guys saw the new packs. We kind of showed those off, what was in those. So you guys can take a look at that. I know that there was an issue with the on stream. I had showed the armor and stuff for the Frostdrake, and it turned out to be heroic on stream. In game, it was arcane. Somebody wrote me about that, and they had issue with that. And do want to apologize. Nothing is ever 100% set on the PTS or on any of our QA builds and stuff like that. But I do want to apologize for that. I did not know that it wasn't going to be heroic. It turned out to be arcane. And if you guys have issue with that, you can absolutely go ahead and send in support tickets. I think they asked for something like they wanted it to be rebound because that's not what they wanted. They wanted to sell it instead. And I don't know if the GMs were able to oblige that, but it's something that you guys could look into. And yes, we do see you guys. Yeah. We do see you guys on YouTube. We see you guys on Facebook and Twitter and stuff talking as well. So we appreciate that.
Yep. By the way, if you have one of those costumes and you need them changed, yes, the GMs will help you with that.
Right. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is compensation. We have a history of compensation on ArcheAge. It is a lot of compensation. Things do go wrong, and we have some more compensation for you. So let's just go over this real quick. We had NA DDoS was like last month. That was the initial one. We did do a base package for that, and that included the Dragon coins and some other stuff. The same. So that was phase 1 of that compensation. Phase 2. I've been talking to Merv and Serafina, and obviously Merv's been talking, or Merv, sorry, Crolin. You guys know him as Crolin. You guys have been. He's been talking to people like in financial and stuff in order to get things.
And Excel.
And then Excel, and then also Ops, which is platform. They're going to help us make sure that everything goes out okay. But there's going to be a 10-day extension on Patreon for people who had logged in between certain times. We're going to go ahead and post that information. I already gave a slight review of that out on the forums in the what is it called, the connectivity thread. So if you guys want to go check that out, it's actually on the front page. I know a lot of you guys have asked for honor and stuff like that as well. But I think the next thing that we're going to do is we had to split that up into 2 parts because we wanted to wait until we kind of knew the full impact of the DDoSing. And then the second part is going. We don't have a delivery date yet, or we do? I know that there's some issues with handing this particular type of compensation out.
Which the patron compensation,
stuff,
just to clarify.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is gone to QA as of today. So hopefully once it goes through QA, we can start applying as fast as possible. That can be as early as today or the beginning of next week, depending on how things go.
So that was with the first round of NA DDoSing. Then we had the EU DDoSing, which you guys experienced as well. That's going to receive the same, since it was a shorter period of time, it's going to say give the same exact stuff as the NA1, the first NA DDoS package, which was the Dragon coins and that stuff there.
Right.
And I think I put that actually up on the thread as well. I could pull it up, but you guys can as well. Go ahead and go to the forums and check out the connectivity thread. And then there's a second NA DDoS that is happening right now. You guys are experiencing. That will get its own set of compensation, which is still yet to be fully determined. And then there's also a PTS delay compensation.
Yes.
And I don't know what's in that one, but if you do, you want to...
No, it's still being discussed with Excel, but they do want to provide something for delaying the PTS and delaying the launch day of Maelstrom.
Okay, great. So that's we're still talking to Excel on that one. So we don't have any delivery dates on any of those yet, but we are working on them, making sure that they're going out. And like Serafina said, the NA, the first DDoS, and the second part of the patron one, that's already going to QA, which means it's being tested so that we can make sure that it is delivered without any issue, because it has the chance of causing issue delivering.
Basically the issue it would cause if just basically breaking people's subscription cycles. We want to be really careful about that. And so also I want to clarify that people who are experiencing the DDoS right now are also included in that 10-day patron package. So we're going for as wide of a brush as possible with that.
Okay, great.
We know everyone was talking about getting patron. We wanted to give patron, but we wanted to see how bad the effect was, and we're getting an idea of that now, obviously. And so we're giving out the 10 days of patron. So.
And Itchy Mitchy, first of all, great name, but he says, fix the DDoS so we can play to use the compensation. We understand that is a bit of an issue.
That's the point.
But fixing the DDoS there's not a fix for the DDoS. There's mitigation to DDoS. It's not one issue. It's not like my computer has a virus. Okay, fix it. It's actually continual attacks. We've explained this before. So
and they change. Like we keep talking about how we get mitigation steps for one type of attack, and then the attack changes forms and gets around that. So it's this really crazy game of like whack-a-mole or cat and mouse where we're trying to stop it. This is a lot of data we're handling. Only about 5% of the data is actually getting through that's actually targeted towards the services in our games. So there is a lot of mitigation going on, but still that 5% of data can actually still harm the service. And it is a lot of data. I've quite never seen an attack like this where it's definitely like hundreds of thousands of computers involved.
Why do you have to ask XL Games for giving compensation?
So we have to talk to Excel because at the end, we're the publisher of the game. It is their game and their service. So they are still involved in all those types of decisions. and we want to make sure everything's right by them. It's as I say with all the things that we do. It's a conversation between the two of us,
right?
Between the team at Excel and the team here, in order to figure out what we want to do for the service.
And oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Also, we did.
I know that's like a lot of people think like Trion does this, Trion does that. No, it's always a team effort. It's always a group decision between Excel and Trion.
For most of that stuff. So the other thing I do want to say is that because of the DDoS, NA sieges were canceled. We haven't seen enough of an issue on EU as far as CCU goes, which is concurrent users. It's an inside term, I suppose, but basically just how many people are playing. We don't see enough of a drop in EU in order to make the decision to cancel the sieges there. However, if that does change, we'll let you guys know as soon as we do. So we'll put that post up if it happens. But NA, currently the sieges have been canceled, and what happens is the peace funds from the previous one gets rolled into the next one for distribution. And so since we canceled the last one as well due to DDoSes, so far it's just rolling over. So and we've actually never had that happen before. That's a new thing. The last time that we canceled sieges and then peace funds weren't sent out, I believe, and that was because there was some sort of Sarah, you know more about that one.
Yeah, so the one time peace funds did go out, that was actually an error on the coding. It wasn't supposed to happen like that. They were supposed to accumulate. In talking with Excel, we notified them of the bug, and then when we put in the blocking code, we had assumed, incorrectly of course, that the peace funds would still be distributed, but it looks like they had fixed that portion, unbeknownst to us. So we apologize for that, but that was actually intended.
Yeah.
That the code, the way it ran was absolutely the way Excel intended it for it to run, and it will be doing the same thing this time around, where it will prohibit the siege funds from being released, but they will still accumulate in your castle. So.
Yeah. What's up, Psyoptic or Synchro? Yeah, I responded to your thread, man. If you want to, go ahead and hit me up in a private message. We can discuss that.
There is one other thing I want to discuss before we jump too far ahead. And you had mentioned it before that we have the Winter Maiden Festival coming up very, very soon.
Right.
And we're really all very excited about that. But I just want to address one thing up front really, really early, because we already had a discussion on it.
Yeah.
Knowing that it might be an issue, and that is the box breaking events. The present breaking event is coming back. So I don't think you've not told them about the present breaking event yet, have you, Muzzy?
No.
So this is the first time everyone's going to hear about it.
Yes.
So yes, it is coming back. We are excited about it, as always. We know it's a popular event. And we did see something that we want to change. But unfortunately, when we did our back and forth with Excel, they were concerned about balance. Initially, the event was designed around spending 100 labor. This sounds familiar from Halloween.
Right, it was 100
to many
labor.
of you it does.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, and we said we would really like it to be much lower, or maybe change the timing of the items, in this case the candy canes that were used to smash the presents open.
Right.
Maybe change those down to much lower time. That way it's more of a frantic rush to open boxes, less of a labor drain.
We made a suggestion, and then there was a compromise.
Yeah, and then the compromise for us ended up being they lowered it to 75 labor per hit. We know that may not be in everyone's. That may not be the most exciting solution for everyone. I know, we're a little disappointed about it, but it is the compromise we came to.
Right.
That was doable within the time allotted. Any more or any bigger changes, they were afraid of unbalancing the events, and then it would have taken more sort of work to delay they would have had to delay the event to like January or February, which would have made very little sense, seeing that it's all like Christmas and holiday themed items.
Right.
It will run that way. It does have a lot of new items in it, including a couple new cosmetics, weapon skins, and costumes, which I will save to surprise everyone with later.
Yeah.
We have they're really, really cool. I know one's like Nutcracker themed. The rest
that
of the
one actually
weapon
looks
skins
really
are
good.
candy themed. So
I really like the Nutcracker one.
They're really cool. Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah.
But we want to get that one out early and talk about it really early before everyone sees it. So.
It is tough because we do know that alt-age is a thing. We're not blind to that. So going too low could be too much advantage. Although staying at 100 was clearly not a good option. You guys made that very clear. The salvage gem question comes a lot. We definitely have talked with Excel a little bit more about that, and we will continue to. So no need to keep spamming that. We see it, guys. We know. Let's see. All right, so I mean, we got to get started on this. This is a huge amount.
Let's do it.
Just so you know, the giveaways at the end of the stream are going to be 3 of the new Maelstrom Archean packs, 5 50 loyalty packs, and then 3 of the Kyprosa packs, which offers up a hat and what is it, a shirt or?
It's a costume. It's a full costume. So it's actually based on Kyprosa's look. You know, her dress and her red cloak and her furs. Her furs, yeah. It is one of the library expedition costumes. Yep. I think it's one of the favorites too. It looks really, really good. So you can take the cloak on or off as well. Right.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Yeah, no problem. I want to try to support those community events. That's gonna happen at the end, guys. I mean, Xing up now is not gonna do anything, but that's fine because we got things to talk about. So I've got like 14 pages, 15, 20 pages.
Hang out here.
Let's see. So we've got the new raids. Raids, we noticed that they had some issues with them, the raid system, but we've already put in some bugs for that stuff.
Yep.
Keep using it. Keep trying to find more issues with it if you guys can. That would be good. Let's see, the Lunagem system change. We don't see any bugs with that currently, unless you guys are going to report them. But we do know
outside that the request to have them salvaged, of course.
Right.
Which isn't a bug; it's more of a feature request.
Yeah,
we understand next we asked for it, so
absolutely,
we definitely understand all that.
And then the fact that the lunarite, you know, I guess it's not a bug, but it's very related. The lunarite being very low. Actually, it could be a bug because it was lower in our region than other regions.
And they're checking that.
Yep, the cross-server arenas, I don't think anybody's had any issue with that. Let's talk about the BSB, Blood Salt Bay. I know that there are some serious issues with that currently, and that, do you want to go over what that is and how that's impacting the players real quick?
Yeah, we're talking about the Fled from the Fight debuff?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so for Fled from the Fight, that is a debuff that's intended to punish players who AFK. We are hearing that, unfortunately, players are being affected by it who aren't AFKing, or maybe stopping and chatting and things like that. So we are looking into what may be causing that. The way the system is intended to work, basically, if someone goes AFK for longer than a minute, they get afflicted by Fled from the Fight, which gets worse and worse and worse as you do it more often in an arena. Basically, it bars you from entering an arena for up to 24 hours. I've also heard reports that it's immediately hitting 24 hours, which is, again, not the intent.
I've also heard reports that people who have the bug...
24 hours in-game time.
Yeah, exactly, in-game time. I've also heard that reports of people who get the bug and they have the debuff can still enter into the arena. So, like, it is all over the place right now. We very much are aware of that. So we're talking to XL. We're testing all those things. It's hard to actually reproduce sometimes as well. So
yeah, our QA department has not been able to reproduce it yet. We've got a lot of reports on it, but if you've seen it or it's happened to you, please let us know. We can look at it and then tell us what you were doing at the time it happened, and that can help us pin down what's causing it.
Right. Also, I do want to say, yes, Tifinchi, yeah, the Ecofuel bug, we do know. Actually, bound ones work, unbound, or the normal ones don't work. So,
and that will be fixed as of next week.
Next week, right. So we do know about that one. Also, on EU, the first Wyvern was made. So I just want to give a shout out to that. That's quite the accomplishment. That's huge. Saw a lot of snapshots of that going around, which was very cool. So congratulations on that. Okay, so another thing, the Blood Salt Bay. There were some people talking about how if you get into a match, and you're on the team with somebody from another a rival clan or something like that, rival guild, you end up getting a lot of trolls. That's gonna happen. I mean, it's up to you guys to work together. I mean, if you don't want it to be a waste of your time, work together. The anchors are in there so that you can perform certain tactics, stuff like that. So make sure that you guys are, just be nice to each other. Just go play the game and try to win instead of trying to make everyone else lose. That's not the best way to go about it. It's not something that we can enforce either. Like, oh, he was trolling us. Well, was he? Or was he trying to do a tactic and you just weren't on the same page? It's actually really hard to prove that kind of thing, even if it's said in chat, which I have seen that one, which was a little ridiculous. Okay, so that was Blood Salt Bay. The folio, we're getting a lot of feedback from people. The folio is bad. I hate it. Grr. And some people going, actually, I really, really like it. But I actually see a lot more. I see a lot more people saying that they don't like it currently, and those are just the vocal people. So if you guys have a feeling on that, there's already a thread up on the forums. If you guys want to jump in there and take to that real quick. and give us your feedback. I will say that we already know that you guys don't like that everything is expanded by default.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the.
We were talking about that ourselves. Like we were talking about that ourselves in the office, and I brought it up, and they were like, "Oh, we were just having that discussion. It's annoying." So we know, and we're actually putting in a request for that to be auto condensed, or what would collapsed. Yeah. Collapse is the word. Wrong C word.
But hopefully you guys are enjoying the other functionality of it. Being able to see, the different tiers like very, very quickly. Being able to jump to items by their type rather than their profession.
Right.
I know for some people it's going to take a while to get used to because like me and the rest of you guys and we've been growing up and playing this game since the beginning and done the folio a certain way.
Right.
I know that I'm in tune to just jump to a specific place in the folio, like, I need to check some masonry stuff. I need to jump over here.
If you do know the words, if you do know the name of the thing, by the way, it will take partial words in the search bar now, which can actually help you guys if you're getting used to it, Stu.
Benefit, yeah.
Okay, so the homecoming gear, I want to talk about that real quick. A lot of people have realized that you actually cannot get enough scraps to complete all of your gear.
No, and that is intended. Yeah,
that is intended. XL has confirmed that is intended. However, if you want to, you can also save up. I think it was 25 scraps, and you can get the tier 1 gem pack, which gives you 2 of each of the tier 1 gems, which can be incredibly useful. So up to you how you want to go about that. I know some people are saying that Soulforge was better. The stats on the base homecoming gear are not as good as the Soulforge, and that is true, but they can be upgraded. No, you will not be able to upgrade all of them, so make good decisions. Okay, let's see. So scraps are done. Limited time events. People are loving the Drenched Arena and are actually asking me if we can request for that to be a full-time thing. I love
that'd be cool. Actually,
I love that you guys are enjoying it.
Definitely bring that up. Yeah. It's a fun arena. It's a lot of fun.
That I played it a couple times. It's actually really, really fun. I agree. But yeah, I mean, if you are into that, then go on the forums. Let me tell XL with a thread that has a whole bunch of people showing support for something that, hey, everybody loves it. So all right. That one's done. Oh yeah, we're doing double experience and double everything basically. Drop rate, experience, curios badges, everything, stuff like that. So that's happening. I think it's like man, it's a little confusing because it's on weekends. It's different from during the week, but then the first week and the last week are the same, but not. It's a little all over the place. But if you guys look at the article on the website, ArcheAge website, you guys can see right there that. I listed it out exactly what it is, but it's all over the place, but it's a lot of double stuff. So go play. And I know
it's always double something. Yeah. So it's just changes depending on if it's a weekday or weekend.
Yeah, and people are saying extend double everything because of the DDoS. We totally get that. I'll talk to the team about that. Serafina is very aware of that. So
that's more doable because that's our side thing rather than taking a build and then updating everything thing. So
extend double event.
I think Tynan can change that on the fly. So
we feel you.
If everyone's in on extending it.
We understand that the DDoS is causing problems. Like you can't play to experience this stuff, which means
this stuff,
what's the point, right? We get it. We're frustrated by it as well. That's why we're doing everything we can to mitigate the DDoS. Okay, next page. That was a double everything, and then we've got. That's the homecoming gear. We did talk about that. General changes. Buildings can now be rotated with tax certs. We actually did notice that some of the buildings cannot be rotated. I don't know is there an update on that? Whether or not
there was. So we asked them about that and why that was the case. They responded back and told us that it would be cheaper in some cases to demolish some of these buildings than it would be to rotate them. But they did say that they would look into adding the functionality maybe sometime in January.
Okay.
But they have to talk with the core development team because the group we talked to is the North American and European development team from XL. So they're going to confer with the core team to see if that can be added into the engineering. So.
Right. Actually, I see a Dev Games official. We feel you. What about my taxes? Are they paid out of themselves? Yeah, we understand. We can only do so much for you guys. A lot of people are able to get in, and so trying to give everybody compensation when some people are not being affected by it, it's tough, right? That's not the best way to go about it. So we're gonna have to think a little bit more on that, and then we'll figure out what we can do for you guys. Okay, so buildings, yeah, we know about that. Let's see, shield def pen rate and defense pen rate. Now ignore shield magic. There's so much in here. I'm just gonna try to find like the big parts, or if you guys are, you know what, here, let me post these in here again real quick. And if you guys have any major questions, I'll try to pay attention to chat and then get those questions answered. But there you go. Thanks, Lucrative. Yeah, a lot of people are asking for the Soul Forge. Probably not going to happen. Let's be honest here. We have the homecoming gear, so that's probably not going to happen. A lot of people ask about regrade event. We generally don't tell you guys about regrade events until they happen, but we hear everybody wants one. So, you know, it's in here. We know, we see. When does the Christmas event start? Well, some of the Christmas swag is already in the marketplace, but next week. Because next week is going to be our last week in the office until next year. So that means that I'm still here for the live stream. Are you going to be here for the live stream?
I will not be here for the live stream,
okay.
Unfortunately. I will be traveling.
Okay, we're going to get Amanda Amory on the live stream next Friday and stuff as well. Yeah, double event is greater than the regrade event, says somebody. Well, okay, that's an opinion. Some people do not agree. Let's see, what else? Yeah, we've noticed some issues with a couple ancestral abilities, the abilities not being the same. That happens. We've got those logged now, and we've let everybody know. So, yeah, exactly. The level 50 gear, you can upgrade it to one tier higher. That's right. You want the Frost Drake up for loyalty, on sale for loyalty. I don't know how that'll work. We'll have to talk to some people to see if that's even a possibility.
Normally we don't do that, but that's an interesting suggestion. So.
Yeah, normally we don't. It's okay, so next week, the public Christmas decorations. Yes, actually, there's already some out now. There's like, I think all of the alphabet letters are out. So you guys can, you know, decorate your house with Trino Please or, you know, DDoS World Networks. I've seen that one a couple times. Let's see. Superior Lunarite drop rates. Actually, we've discussed, Jonathan Bentley, we've discussed all drop rates for Lunarite. We realize that they're not as high. We talked to XL. They're not as high as other regions, and we're getting that looked into by XL already. So you guys have been sending us a ton of feedback, and we have been like constantly in communication with XL throughout these past couple of days to really make sure that everything is getting to them. We put in so many, we call them feature requests or, you know, content requests, stuff like that. So
and bug reports, and of course, you know, talking to them online. You know, pretty late at night. There was you know, 2 a.m. phone calls. So it's been pretty late.
Yeah, I was actually last night at like around 1:30. I was still sending bug reports to Skype, our Skype messages to make sure that we.
Yeah, and we were getting them over to our project manager over at XL at, you know, all the way up to like 3 a.m. last night.
Because their time is just so different than ours, so it's like a good time to actually talk to them. There's been requests for, so one of the other things that's happened, Korea did this for a little while. They had a glider debuff, and then they removed it because the community was not happy with it. They didn't like it. It did make it into our version, and the community has already expressed their concern with that being in the game, their dislike of it, their disapproval, their displeasure, lots of disses. And we're making sure that that's all getting over to XL as well. For sure. Frost glider. Huh. You want a frost glider? I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Let's see. Abyssal crystals. Rules of getting that has been adjusted. A lot of people had concerns about abyssal crystals, but I think now that they're playing it, they're starting to realize that abyssal crystals are much more attainable than they were previously. Yeah, we know about the cargo thing too. It's already been in one of my reports. I think if it continues, if that discussion continues on the forums, it will make it into another report. Now, I will say that XL is aware of it. They do understand.
Yeah, we've mentioned it to them before, but we want to see how it played out on a larger scale because the top end of cargo, if it gets more and more built up, it gets less and less expensive. I mean, some people were mentioning that there was a system in place before, and there was a sales system. The sales system is still in place, but also supply and demand is now in place. So if there's low cargo, there's higher prices. If there's more cargo, there's less higher prices. So you're sort of incentivized to keep almost some cargo within the cargo store, you know, within the trade outlet. So as you watch the cargo fluctuate. You'll see the price fluctuate. Maybe we have to have a discussion on if those prices are appropriate at lower ends, if it's too high. Obviously, it is meant to be a deterrent from having someone purchase too much cargo and then leave no cargo for anyone else. That's the idea here. So.
Yeah, I see a lot of funny comments, especially from the gods have disconnected you. That was good. Seto freaking Kaiba, that was funny. Yes, I trawled somebody. There was another one. I'm not marrying your sister. Pole dance emotes. God, we know, guys. We know. Not gonna happen. Let's see what else. New crate. Oh yeah, MTX. People were wondering about the MTX today. No, next Thursday. Actually, we're shifting them to Thursdays.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on here. Green screen not working. Yeah, Serafina Celstrad is on her phone right now because the live stream room was not. It was revamped and not set up, and she was not taught how to use it.
It's still being worked on, so
yeah.
No computer, unfortunately, that has like the normal camera. We have a much nicer camera. I can't wait to use it actually because this stream room looks excellent. We'll find out how it runs when it's all ready.
Yeah. So the transmitter cost going up, I saw somebody mentioning that. They're like, oh man, it went up. And the reason why is to reduce the rapid item swapping.
Yep.
It's actually really important with the ability to do so now. So that was good. I think that was a positive change. It's 200 labor, which is a little bit more than, it was previously. But let's see. Oh, lowering the anchor of a ship can now be canceled by critical hit. I just want to bring this one up because, like, what? Why? I don't know, but that's there. Now you know. You cannot lower the anchor if you are being critted. I don't know why that matters, but it's there.
It hurts you let go of the anchor, or
yes.
you can't move the
wheel? Logically, it makes sense. Mechanically, it just struck me as funny. Also, I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed because your ships have now been destroyed, but there is increased damage when your ships hit the ground.
Yeah, they can be up to 4 times more painful than they used to be. So be careful with where you're driving.
Yep. If you get hit in the face in real life, would you keep pushing the anchor? No, you wouldn't, Serinda Deepwood. But I just meant mechanically speaking. Why is that a thing? It's just closer to reality now, I guess. Although, are you critted in real life? Maybe.
Why do I have to clean my treehouse of cobwebs constantly?
Well, because you should clean your house. Actually, I got an achievement for that, which was pretty cool. Demon Clow, I know, the music house. Don't worry. I just didn't want to get on any one of our live services today because of the DCs and whatnot. So, it may not have worked as well. But I promise I will get to you. It will have to be next year. I promise. Maybe this year. Maybe next Friday. We'll see. Shoot me a message. Okay. Yeah, we moved. MTX updates, market updates is now on Thursdays instead of Fridays. That was changed pretty recently, actually.
You got like 10 minutes left, Joe. You better do this.
I don't think we're gonna get through many of these. We've been talking to chat a lot, but I'm just trying to find like any of the really big ones that are happening, and chat's not asking about any. There's so many, it's ridiculous. There's so much stuff that has happened.
Yeah, I know. I wrote all of it.
I know, that's true.
It took me like 4 days.
Do I work more than I play? I do play. I try to play a little bit every day. I've got like 900 hours in the game at this point, so...
I'd say we work more than we play, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
definitely... As much as we want to play sometimes, it's not always possible.
And I don't really play at work. I only play, when I go home, so... But lately I've been playing some other games, although I have been jumping on to, make sure that I understand what the DDoS feels like and what it's affecting and the rate of... effect and stuff like that as well. You got to experience the good with the bad. Okay, there was another one that I was looking at. Oh no. Oh, the some housing areas changed, if I'm not mistaken.
The areas outside of them did, yeah. Okay. Like for example, Hell Swamp was adjusted a little bit, so the mountain on Hell Swamp it no longer cuts so closely to the housing zone, so the road can go around it. Basically.
Right. Tafinchi, why is there no land expansion in this update? Because that's not what this update was about. This update was more about fixing systems. I mean, we could just provide more content, but then that wouldn't be addressing, issues that need to be reported.
This is definitely a quality of life centered update.
Yeah. Ranks go down about it. Somebody asking, what are we doing about the packs? We've talked to people. We talked about the compensation packs earlier. You can go back into the live stream. You can actually go back and watch it right now if you guys want to. Wait. Is there no way to get the mount or pet reward for level 55 characters in Homecoming event? I'm not certain about that one, actually. I don't even know what that is actually referring to. Mount or pet reward for level 55 characters in the Homecoming event. Do you mean like being able to keep the 7-day pets permanently? I think that required a coin of some sort, but I don't know if we have
I think maybe the Lava Spark pet in the leveling boxes. No, they're only temporary.
Okay, they're temporary. Yeah. Okay.
They're intended to help you level all the way up and get the final box at level 50.
Figment, we're probably not going to make that change. He wants us to change the gods have disconnected to you. No, that is too. It's too ArcheAge now. We can't change it now. It's kind of set in stone, right? Will there ever be a way to reseal honor gems? That's a good question, but that's more for XL than it is for us. It is a question that you can ask in the forums. We can forward over
definitely
to
cool
XL.
Suggestion. Yeah. Especially we have all the other resealing mechanics in the game.
Yeah.
So.
What are you doing? Yeah, Psyoptic, the buying accounts thing, I mean, report it. We have ways of being able to tell if somebody has bought an account. Yeah, just report it if you think someone's buying an account. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't, there's so many things here. I'm just trying to scoot. Oh yeah, the spawn timer for NPCs in Aegis and I think Whale Song. Maybe it's just Aegis, but
in Whale Song, no, you're right.
It is Whale Song. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, we know that you guys have noticed that there's a big difference in the spawn time for that, which affects a lot of the larceny rate that you can achieve, and also like opening crates for.
Yeah, we heard that they were decreased. They were meant to be increased. So. Right. Definitely have to check that one out.
Yep, but yeah, we're sending that message over to XL as well. We guys know that you don't like that. Let's see. Man, there's so many. I mean, what did it say? What was that one note we got, Celestrata? It was like 305 abilities have been changed.
Something like that, yeah. Usually we get like those types of notes that we have to then suss through,
Right, but like,
where it just
that's why there's so many pages here. So much has happened. The Blue Salt quest has changed. That is a
tremendously. So yeah, it's level 30 now.
It's a very big change for the Blue Salt quest. So if you're a new player, you're going to care more than if you're an old player. Yeah. So if you weren't aware, it did change. I guess it doesn't really affect a lot of the older players here. Got a lot of Obsidian changes. We talked about those already. Mist Song. The dungeon, Mist Song dungeon, it has changed. There is higher damage and it is harder. However, some of the CC stuff has changed. The CC anti-CC abilities have changed so that you can actually use them against some of the bosses there and stuff like that. But yeah, it is harder.
And the bosses drop new things, obviously, like Mist Song reticles. They've been dropping, and it's a bit better now. And we've also, added like Sojong actually has 2 new emotes that she drops.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested and haven't been back in a while, might be a good reason to go back.
Oh, the FOV mod, the old FOV mod that everybody used, still allowed. It's you guys can still use it. However, there is a built-in different kind of FOV feature that XL has put in. It's called Wide View. I actually really like it. I didn't want to go through the trouble of reinstalling the FOV mod, so now I just use this one, and I like it. If you guys may not, you may be used to a very specific type of look. So maybe you want to use the old one, and you still can. It's still approved. It's not a problem.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So Kyrios badges, guys. I saw somebody go, where do I spend Kyrios badges? The arena has its own shop now. That's where you get it. So there's stuff.
It's on the arena queue. Like if you open the queue for arena, you'll see an arena shop.
It's there. Yep.
That's where you want to go.
Related items, including titles, instruments, stat migration items, stuff like that. That was a big one.
We got to do giveaways. We're at that time.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah,
we're okay. I want to make sure we get a little bit more of this in.
We can talk while we're giving stuff away.
That's true. Okay, we're gonna do the let's do the 550 loyalty packs. Go ahead and roll all of them, and then I'll just read all the names out at once. So if you guys are interested in getting packs, loyalty packs, just do #loyalty. X's, I don't really like X's. They're a little boring.
I remember the one day you said you didn't want to have a hashtag. You were like, X's are fine, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
What is
That
happening?
was one day, okay? It was a moment of weakness.
I think that was also the day when my car broke down, so I understand that moment of weakness.
Right. Yeah, I was just like, whatever, just throw X's in the channel. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Siege damage can no longer destroy Miss Marrow Blood Spires, but it can deal damage up to 1
Miss
point of
Marrow
health.
got a big change.
It did. I forgot about that. Miss
Where
Marrow
the scoring
actually
is now makes a bit more sense
Yeah.
instead of just running like NASCAR.
Yeah, exactly.
So, a
also,
lot better play.
Also, the timing. I think Dragon on NA got switched to Saturday as it was Sunday,
Yep.
so now it's in line with EU. We've got the let's see. This is the Luna Gem stuff. We kind of really went over that. That was a big change that we went over. Yeah, the Roaring Crates, that was a big one. I have some of these things underlined that like I really thought were big. All right, so we have our 5 winners for the 50 loyalty. We've got Madik, congratulations. Homie Pop Tart, what's up, Homie Pop Tart? That's a great name. Steve Key, and then Luna_Faye, Luna Faye, and Robius_Gaming, Robius Gaming. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and being part of this. You guys got 50 loyalty. That's going to be in your Twitch inbox, and when you get that message, you may have to provide information about your account. Make sure that it is from TrionWorlds. Do not give information for your account elsewhere. Although we're only going to really ask for like your name and your server, so it's not really that big of a deal. So we're going to give out the 3 Kyprosa packs. This is the costume and the hat that, excuse me, make you look like Kyprosa. It's got the furs and stuff, and I'll keep looking through here real quick.
I was going to say, we didn't mention that Aurora can now drop Honor again. So when you're farming monsters in Aurora, they can drop Honor Gem.
I did mention that on a live stream, but yeah, I did want to bring that back up. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, they drop, like, you can just go there and farm Honor, which is awesome.
That's not how you spell Kyprosa.
Kyprosa.
I did it?
Kyprosa.
Wow.
Yeah, is it Kyprosa or Kyprosa?
It's Kyprosa.
Damn it, I've always said Kyprosa. Right.
3?
Yeah, we're going to give away 3 of
Quilladon
those.
says different. If Quilladon says different, then...
Right, let's listen to Quilladon here. Quill, tell us, Kyprosa or Kyprosa? If you want to come in and let us know, you
You
can.
can just come in and just say it.
Yeah, just be like, Kyprosa!
I know where he sits now, so like I'm like, he's not that far away.
Right. Oh, answering hero calls no longer. Oh yeah, we do know that some of the quests still, the dailies still provide merit badges. You just convert those to the 100 honor.
And we'll get them converted back to what they should be. Yeah.
Yep. But wait, no, not 100 honor. Gilda. It provides Gilda. Sorry. The Warriors medals provide honor. But anyway, when you answer a Warriors or a Hero's call now, you get a golden die, which you guys can read that. So it is different. Be aware of that.
And you can use that to upgrade your honor pots, which is pretty good.
The pet gear materials have been simplified as well. I wanted to call that out because I found out that like Korea uses pets way more than we do. Like it is a major part of their gameplay, and we use it like loosely, but they care a lot about their pets, so maybe you guys should. Says the guy who.
Wow, guilt trip, much.
Kyprosa. The look he gave me
also,
just
you
now.
get heroic die with these heroes.
Oh, heroic die.
Which you craft with them.
Right, you use heroic die to craft gold. See, there he is. There's my man right there. Kyprosa, dummy.
There it is. Thanks, Quill.
Thank you, Quill. We appreciate that. God, I forgot what I was saying. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I don't see much else that is huge. This is all acid. Yeah, the acid vessel stuff. Oh, yeah. That's what I was talking about. The merit badges. We know. And we've put all of that stuff in there. Hashtag thanks, Quill. There you go. Let's give away. So who are the 3? We got Too Tired to Troll. Oh, good. I appreciate that. Donald Deuce 57. That's a fun name. Tibu00. Congratulations. You guys, again, you'll check your Twitch inboxes by the end of today or by Monday, and you will get 3. You guys will each get a Kyprosa pack that is currently on the marketplace. And then we're going to give away 3 of the new Maelstrom Archean packs. So let's just do that one, and then we'll be done, and I'll try to scoot through this as fast as I can. There's so much stuff. Oh, God, it's ridiculous. Housing changes. There were some housing changes. Which one was that? Oh, yeah. The storage silos can now be full kit demolished using 6 building management tiles. That's fantastic to know, because I just had to rebuild mine because it demoed. Because the last DDoS, I was just like, I'm not going to sign in. Plus, I was at a board game convention, and it was just like, whatever.
Three Archean packs?
Yeah, 3 of them. 3 of the new Maelstrom Archean packs. If you have to put mail, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Oh, I put it.
You did. You're good. Let's see. Yeah, some pets. There's been some shifting around for what things are sold for, and that's going to be like. You know, certain pets and mounts are no longer sold for Gilda stars. They're removed from Mirage. This includes the heifer, the black donkey foal, the white donkey foal, the gray donkey foal, brown donkey foal, black saber fang cub, black arrow, and soul mare. So it's important to know that some of those things have disappeared. You guys can go check that stuff if you're interested in that in the patch notes. Skills, there's like 14 pages of skills. God, there's so many. Vehicles and ships, improved tooltips, added collision attack plus 40%, and collision defense plus 40 on the growling zephyr, bone crawl, decor, stuff like that. Yeah, this is, and then just a crap ton of bug fixes, but there's always more bugs to squash, always more bugs to fix.
Absolutely. So if you want to learn more, obviously just go on the forums,
Yeah.
visit the patch notes, and you can read them all, as well as the known issues that we're targeting and trying to tackle and finish up for hopefully the next update or the update after that.
Right,
So.
right. And we should announce the 3 that won. So let's go ahead and talk about these 3 winners. Got the new big pack, the Maelstrom Archean pack. It's going to be Mattress John, Matrus, not Mattress, wrong kind of mattress. Coltraz, congratulations, and Lirabella, congratulations. You guys just got yourself the big packs. Each of you got a big pack, which is going to include the Frost Drake and that cool outfit as well. So congratulations, everybody. I hope this has been informative and we've answered many of your questions. I know that we didn't do a deep dive into the patch notes, but I just kind of want to wet your whistle, talk about some of the big ones. And if you guys have any questions or follow-up questions on that stuff, please feel free to go to the forums and start a new thread about it. But please, please, please keep the forums organized. If there's already a thread about it, make sure you search first. I know the search function is crap, but just search to see in like the last 5 days or something like that if anything has been posted about that topic already, and contribute to the topic. Otherwise, we're going to merge them. And they may not, you may like lose that a little bit. So please go to the forums and use them. I have been on them constantly, that as well as Reddit. Reddit is also another great place for you guys to go if you want to put out some of your questions. Although I think that it's more oriented towards the devs in the forums and less oriented towards the devs on the Reddit. But up to you guys. I keep a look on. I keep an eye on them both. So actually, we all do. We're all pretty much always looking at that stuff. So. Thank you for joining us, even though your camera setup wasn't ideal, but we appreciate it.
It's nice. I mean, like, me and the Hellbug here, we're having a nice time.
There you go. Enjoying the Hellbug. All right, guys. Next up is Atlas Reactor. Thanks for coming. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys. Bye.